Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk a little bit about Sony 18-105 OSS G lens. It's a very popular lens, very nice lens, and I'm going to talk about some pros and cons of this lens. So at the beginning we will start with some pros, so the things that I like and I think that a lot of people also can like. So the first one is of course focal length. It's from 18-105 for APS-C, so it gives you an equivalent of 27-157. So it's made from wide angle. It's not ultra wide, but it's from wide angle to telephoto side of the lenses. So in general it's great for vlogging because it's wide enough. It's also great for portraits. It's great lens for all around, so it will be very nice to take it on your holiday or just walking in the neighborhood and making some casual pictures. So that's a huge benefit of this lens. For example, look at this, that it's quite similar focal range that is on the brand new Tamron 35-150, which is made for full frame. Of course it's not the same aperture, because here we've got F4, but it's very good focal range. Okay, the next pros of this lens is just constant F4 aperture. So you've got on the, even if you are go to a 27, 18, 105, it doesn't matter, you have the same exposure at any focal length. So F4 constant aperture, it will be great for some filmmakers, it will be great for photographers. It's very nice. Of course F4 is not perfect because it's not bright enough. If it would be 2.8, it would be great, of course, we know, but you cannot have everything in just one lens. But F4 is good. F4 is good, it's really good, but of course it's not perfect. But for that kind of focal range, when you got F4 in that size, it's very nice. The next thing I want to talk about is bokeh of this lens, because when you will go to the telephoto side of this lens, so I mean between 50 and 105, you will get very nice bokeh on that lens. So you are not expecting that, but F4 is able to give you a very nice bokeh. So I think that this is also a great thing about this lens, that you can get a quite decent bokeh, yeah, at F4, and you will go to the telephoto side, it's great. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is that this is great for gimbal, because this is not extending. Look guys, when you are zooming in or zooming out, there is nothing to happen, and the lens is staying at the same size and the same weight. So that's great for filmmakers especially, who would like to use this. Also great feature is that power zoom. Guys, I made another video about this power zoom and the OSS stability, and this power zoom generally helps you to get a stable shot. So when you are filmmaking, you are just tiny move and there is nothing to happen. You are not moving with this ring and not a whole camera is shaking, but now you are just making a tiny move with that switch and the magic is happening. You are zooming in and zooming out. Also you can use a zoom rocker, which is included in a lot of APS-C cameras from Sony, and here we've got Sony ZV-E10, and you have also the zoom rocker, which you can use instead of this one. So that's a very nice thing about this lens. I already said about OSS, so optical steady shot, which is built in this lens, and this optical steady shot is great. Man, that optical steady shot is great. I made another video about this. I was walking around, just handholding, standing, etc. So you can go to my another video and check how great the optical steady shot in this zoom is. So that's it. And what about the cons of this lens? Okay, so the first thing I would like to say is that this lens is quite soft. Yeah, it's quite soft. When you are filmmaking, maybe it's not so important, but when you want to get a very nice shot, very nice portrait, or some bigger image of the landscaper, for example, you can get a quite soft image. So the sharpness of this lens is similar like kit lens, 16 to 50, 3.5 to 5.6. I made also a video about this, so you can check this out. I will put a link in the description below. So not the sharpest, but it's getting better when you are going to a 5.6 or 6.3. So you have to mention this, and I think that is one con which I can say. And another one, but this sharpness is the main problem with this lens. And the next thing is that this lens can be quite big. For some people. It can be also a little bit too heavy for some people. It's taking a little bit of spaces in your back when you are carry around this on your neck. It's also quite big, so this maybe it's not for me a big problem, but I think that it can be a problem for some people, because there are some smaller lenses, for example, like Sigma 18 to 50. So yes, you can get some smaller lenses, or 16 to 50 kit lens, but of course this lens gives you twice as much focal range. So this is a huge thing in this lens at constant f4. So guys, this is my opinion about this lens. I think that this lens is great. I like this lens. I love this lens almost. And I think that if you are not sure about this lens, I think that you can easily go for it. I think that you will be happy with that lens. But you have to keep in mind that it's not that sharp. It's not very sharp lens. It's quite soft, similar softness like a kit lens. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you will like, that you will comment below, and that you will subscribe my channel. Thanks. See ya.